guys, and welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect. Today we're jumping back into some more All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Hope you guys are ready. Boy, oh boy, do I have something fantastic planned for today's episode. And that is going to be dimension exploring, along with, well, building. I still have a lot to build in the base, but last episode I left you guys on a little bit of a cliffhanger because I was about to make some armor with all the modium. That's right, our current armor gives us a little bit of armor, a little bit, as you can see there, and helps with our mana. But I think this armor is going to help us a lot more with today's activities. This is all the modium gear. This is going to be pretty nice. So I make the pants, I make the chest piece, and the helmet. Oh boy, which the helmet looks fire. I hope it looks really good. And I hope it's not just normal gear on me. Oh, it actually does have some cool looks. Oh, I gotta, it's got modeling this time. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I kind of spoiled a little bit. All right, let's open our quest, see if we get anything. Ooh, we got a Vibranium nugget. We got a little bit of a surprise there. A few Vibranium nuggets. Let's throw it on. Ooh, that is cool. That is a nice looking armor. I like when armor has models like this. Yes, and our helmet looks like it's strapped in. I like that a lot. Definitely works. Okay, so the benefit of this armor, we're immune to fire damage, and this is going to be really nice. As you can see, also piglins are neutral. Let's see, piglins are neutral. Piglins become neutral, and that's great because piglins hurts. They hurt. I do not like piglins. As we found, yeah, piglins can be dangerous, especially in a void world like we're about to deal with. Now, to be able to craft a lot of the items in this pack, it does require more than just all the modium. We also need Vibranium, and we take a look here. You can see Vibranium ore is listed here, but it does tell us, I believe in the getting started or getting started 2, that we get Vibranium by going to this dimension, the other, and we need to use this telepad to get there. However, this telepad tells us we have to place it in the Nether in order for it to work. Of course, once we get everything placed in and set in stone, we're not going to have to worry about the telepads. We'll go ahead and we'll actually just use RF tools. But for right now, we do have to craft this thing, and might as well go ahead and make it and yeah, get this thing up and running. Now, we haven't explored too much of the Nether, so it is going to be something worth getting into as well, and kind of exploring what our Nether has to offer. Hopefully we're a little bit more powerful now that we have a little bit of flight here with our jetpack. Actually, I might want to upgrade my jetpack now that I think about it. The next upgrade material for our jetpack is actually Invar, which is just some iron and nickel. That should be pretty easy. One thing I almost forgot to mention, I did have to modify this in order to get it running a little bit better, because I was running into a little bit of an issue. I had to go ahead and add another item interface up here because this item interface is connected to the bottom, believe it or not. And so it actually can't place items into the machine from the bottom. So I had to go ahead and put another item interface, change the channel to 1, and then on this, make sure the channel was set to 1 that it is sending items to. Not to be kind of confusing or anything, but I had to change this up a little bit to get it to function the way I wanted it to. And there's the Invar jetpack upgraded, and we can actually probably jump into the Electrum one. It's not that much harder. Electrum is usually gold and silver, so yeah, we have that as well. And there we go. We're upgraded to Electrum just like that. Wow, this is actually going to be a lot nicer than what we just had. We just went up 2 stages. This holds 2 million. And I guarantee the power that this thing puts out is going to be a lot more. Hopefully it lasts a lot longer as well. It should. You know what? While I'm at it, before I go in there, I should probably make myself a backpack from Sophisticated Backpacks. Now, by default, this thing is an okay size, but of course, there are many upgrades, and you can make this bag quite large. And I should be able to put it on my back slot. So yeah, I really like this. And hopefully, hitting B will be able to change it. Yep, after changing a few keybinds, bam, There we go. I can open my backpack by hitting B. Stated enough. It's time to go into the Nether. Oh boy. It's a party! Oh boy, let's get out of here. There's a party going on. Now, right over here is where I want to go. Of course, this portal is always going to be here. So let's test our flight. Okay, flight is good. And let's go ahead and head over here and see what we can't potentially find. This seems like a nice place to stop for a moment. It seems like this over here is enclosed. There's a blaze spawner. Aha. Here is the place. Oh, yes. And this happens. This is a boss of some sort. Oh boy. And if I can kill this thing, for some reason it places a marker where they spawn. If I can kill this thing, we might be able to get whatever it is that it has. Oh, and another one just spawned. I mean, we have really good armor that should prevent fire damage, just like that. If I made the Alchemistry sword, we could probably kill this guy a lot quicker than by using this. That was kind of scary, it rushing me. This guy is almost dead. This is taking so much to kill. I'm going to definitely need to upgrade our weapons for sure. And what do you drop? Okay, so you dropped a shader. It was like an epic boss here. Upon blocking inflicts wither. This is, oh my gosh, this is all kinds of stuff. And we got some boots and some blaze rod. But we got a shader off of that thing? That's kind of cool. It's like a mini boss. So I have found the room. This is the room. This is the hub, the central point. I just need to sort of block it in for right now. And this is where we're going to create our portal. Now this right here is going to be the place where these portals are going to be placed. For right now, I want my main portal to go in just to basically link me here into the Nether. And to do that, the same as what we did everywhere else. I just basically need to place this down, make sure it sets out, make sure my link card is in there so it's all linked up, getting power, and then place our matter receiver, Nether, and we are good to go. Make sure to shift right click this on here to add that to our receiver. And we now have a way to get back here. Just as easy as that. Now, I want to be able to decorate this area. I need to come up with some ideas. Also, the sounds. The bosses are horrible here. So I decided to come back real quick because before I take this telepad elsewhere, I do want to make sure that I do have another way to get back to this dimension. That's the whole point, is to be able to set up our dimensions without actually having the portals strung out all over our base. So, back to the Nether, and to do that, all I have to do is use this single area right here. Eventually, the plan is to have all 4 of these set up with their own designated matter transmitter. But for right now, I can just go ahead and dial specifically to the Nether. And all we're going to do is walk through this. Takes us right back to the Nether where we were at. Now, this telepad, I'm kind of scared of. I'm going to go ahead and place it. And apparently, it's supposed to be a pretty dangerous dimension. That's the thing. So I believe I just right-click this. Shift right-clicked. There we go. The Piglin homeworld. Oh boy. So right here is our portal. And we actually got spawned above the ground, which is kind of nice. But we need to find a place to call home. You know what? I'm going to mark this portal here just in case on our map. I can already tell you my recording software is hating me right now. This dimension is incredibly laggy right here with the sand because there's so many pits where sand is falling that every time I generate chunks, it is not liking me here. So maybe we can settle in something like this that's not surrounded by sand. Oh boy, this seems really cool. Even though it's still pretty laggy here. Maybe this will be worth it. I have no idea what this is, but if I can overtake this place, this might be a good place to call base in the other. Yeah, due to all the mob spawners, I'm gonna say no to this one, but this is definitely a place to explore for sure. So I have discovered a place. Yes, a place to fit my magey ways. Right here with this demonic logs and demonic planks. Yeah, this is definitely the place. And then right here in the middle, at least to start off, I think this will be a good place to start our telepad for this. Man, things are getting pretty cool. So yeah, right here, we'll place this, set it to out, link, get power, that's what it's all about, and then matter beamer time. Oh yeah, by the way, this is supposed to be like piglin area, but I've also noticed withers skeleton spawning and they like to kill them. Kind of sad actually, I watched one happen earlier. So, we'll call this the other. Alright, now we have dimensions all set up. Now in this dimension, we need to find this. It says right here, what is this? Piglatch Heart. The other is a dangerous place. Make sure to be prepared. You'll find patchlets. You'll need their hearts. Piglatches. Do we need to find piglatches? What are you? Oh, by the way, there's one of these. Yeah, wither skeletons. Get out of here. So apparently this is the guy. Oh boy. This apparently drops from a piglatch, which I've yet to see. But yeah, that's going to be used later on for sure. Now this is what I'm looking for. Vibranium, and it can be found from Y level 0 to 20. Oh boy, that's going to be pretty deep underground. So I have made it to said mining level. The thing is, let's pop this open and get our break tool. This stuff is pretty hard to break. Good thing this kind of insta breaks it, which is really nice. But mining in this is incredibly dark. It's just a dark block, ancient stone. Very dark material. So the water in this dimension looks an awful lot like something else. I'm pretty sure this is not water. Gross. So I did mine for a little bit. I haven't found anything yet, but I decided to go ahead and recharge, come back to the base, and I want to try and make something. That is the structure compass. Now, unlike the biome compass, which you might be familiar with, where it will show you specific biomes and where they're at, this will show you very specific structures, just as if you were using the /locate command. It is really, really powerful. However, it requires dead coral. Maybe wondering how you get that dead coral. Well, I'm gonna have to show you. It's kind of a process. So first of all, we're gonna need a sieve, just like this, and we're gonna need to waterlog said sieve. I think we do that after it's got a mesh in it. You waterlog it just like this, and then we sieve sand. Just like this. I think the other ones can also be waterlogged. These can be waterlogged as well, and can do the same purpose, so you could set this up automatically. But what you're looking to get is this right here, this coral larva. And you're going to end up putting that in here to get the coral blocks. And then the coral blocks can then be processed again in another sieve, or in a hammer, sorry, not a sieve, to get yourself the coral. Now, coral, when placed outside, will die if placed on a coral block. So that's what we want to do. And then I believe we shear it or silk touch it. One of those. I think it's shearing. I'll have to figure it out. Now, the next part is pretty interesting because we're going to need seawater. To get seawater, we place sand barrels on top of that. And then we place the water inside here, and that will convert into seawater. I don't know. What a process to get some coral. What do we even use coral for? Just like that. Boop, boop. Throw all these in here, and bam, we have ourselves some coral. Place these inside of a hammer, and we should be good. We only need 4 of them, so let's see if this works. Moment of truth. Dead coral. This will eventually turn. That should eventually turn as well. This and this. And can I use the comma? So I cannot use the comma. So is it silk touch that I'm going to need? How do I go about picking this up? So yeah, I'm definitely going to need silk touch. Well, it looks like I'm diving into Tinker's Construct. Oh boy, time to make some clay, gravel, and sand and mix that together and make some grout. So I'm glad I have this system here because I can actually trick this thing into really going crazy and making a ton of clay. All right, watch this. This is pretty awesome. I just need some dust right here, like a stack of dust. This will make like a stack of clay. So I prime it by doing 4 to basically clear this out. And then I put this in, and you're going to notice it's going to use the 4, and then the dust sometimes will go. Let's see, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and put this in. Maybe it'll work the second time. There it goes. Bam. And it makes it so fast by just pushing it through all this water. That's awesome. So the basics of the new Tinker's Construct Smeltery. Yeah, it takes a little bit to actually get started, but once you have everything ready to go, it's actually pretty smooth sailing. So we are going to need a seared smelter. It's going to require some glass, seared smelter, and then we're going to need some sort of heat source, which would most likely be lava into this. And this is how we're going to get started. We also need a casting basin, this right here. And then the controller, to make the controller, is just a seared brick with copper. And you can see right here, it needs 4 ingots of copper to drop into this. So let's go ahead and set this up. It's actually really, really simple, and it's a very temporary thing. So we'll place it like this, just like so. The brick goes in here, and then this, of course, is going to need a way to transfer. We right-click that when we're ready to go. So we just get the copper. Now, if you use ore, this is not a 1-to-1. It's not a double either, so you have to keep that in mind. Let's grab a bucket. We have a bucket right here, and it looks like we do have some lava stored up, so we can thankfully place this in here. By the way, this container is portable, so this will melt, and as you can see, we got 3 ingots there. Let's go and get our 4th ingot, and then we have our controller. This is how you have to start off now with Tinkers in the newer versions, just like this. This is how you craft your controller. So right here is the smeltery controller. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up kind of a small micro smeltery. I'm actually going to place it right here in the corner. It's going to be a little micro smeltery. It's only going to contain a few blocks. This is going to be where the controller's at. And there's really not going to be much to it. It's going to have a single block space. Like right here is going to be a block or a brick. I do have some of the seared brick cooking. So let's go ahead and craft this. And I'll show you exactly what the size is going to be. Also, I'm going to need a casting table. Very simple there. And then I'm also going to need a seared drain, because this is how we're going to get fluid out, is through a seared drain. Micro smeltery, here we go. So you don't necessarily need this base. I'm just making it for the looks. Now right here is going to be the controller. We can go ahead and place the controller right here. And then on the back, this side, we can actually place our fuel tank. There we go. And then let's see, what else do we need? Our seared drain. So this is a micro smeltery. It's very, very small. Of course, I am going to make it a little bit taller. To be able to increase its size, because by default it only has 1 slot and is incredibly tiny. Make a pickaxe, a Tinker's pickaxe with silk touch. We need silky cloth. To get that, we need rose gold, and to make this, we need to alloy copper and gold 1-to-1 inside the smeltery, and that is going to give us that. Now, we keep in mind we need 1 for each. So how much does this give us? It gives us 2 ingots worth of rose gold once it's alloyed. So we need how many of these to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 of these. And can I use this table to do it? I cannot. So I cannot use this base table to upgrade this. I actually need some sort of alloy to make the anvil from Tinkers. If we can actually make this out of Invar, which we already have. Yeah, let's go ahead and make a Tinkers. Yeah, we can do this. So I'm going to take my previous workstation and let's go ahead and just upgrade this. Tinkers anvil right here. Bam. Perfect. This is going to help, and this is what we need. Now, Silk Touch, like I said, it was those materials just surrounded by string, and we need 5 of them. First things first, however, I do need to get some gold in here. I'll take a brick, and we'll cast that gold over the brick, and this is going to give us a cast. And boop. There we go. We have a cast. There we go. Now I have my Silk Touch. Ah, man. We've definitely a turn of events has happened today. So this I need 5 of. And we can technically make this have Silk Touch, our pick that we're using right here. I don't see why I would not mind having Silk Touch on it. I can always make another one later on. This isn't a very, I mean, this is just like a all-around tool now. And we should be able to even break the ore with this. So, Silk Touch on a pick. Can we get him? Oh, perfect. Yes. Now we can make the compass that I oh so wanted. And this is going to require mossy, which needs vines. I think we can make vines. All we need to get vines is a jungle tree. That's right. This is exactly what we need. A jungle tree. Going to throw this. I need a few more saplings. I think these can be, yeah, all turn into saplings. And what we want is a large tree, because this is what gives us all of the vines. And just like that, I have myself the structure compass. Such an OP tool. Let's put this to use. So now that I'm in this dimension, this should get kind of interesting. It says no target, shift right click to select a target. So shift right clicking to select a target. Okay, so we can sort by source. And we have all the Modium Ancient Pyramid, all the Modium Dungeon, all the let's do Pyramid with this. And it's searched, and it looks like we're a few thousand blocks away. This is going to be pretty crazy. Hopefully this pyramid contains some materials, because that's what I'm looking for. What have I found? This is not what I was expecting. This is a lot bigger than what I was expecting. This is the pyramid. Okay. Should I know what I'm looking for in here? Because I most certainly don't. That's the middle. Is the stuff in the top? I think I gotta go through this. We're gonna need a light. Okay, so in here are a couple of chests. Is there anything? Oh, there's vibranium nuggets. That's what I need. Yes! I hit the mother lode. Vibranium without even mining it up. So much stuff. How do I don't even want to leave this place. There's so many goodies. I am taking some damage finally, even with this gear. Oh boy, mostly just all the poison damage. If I had a poison resist, we would be unstoppable, I believe. The place on top is kind of awesome. Like, as soon as I at least get these guys killed, underneath here is some blocks that I kind of want to take. But I've got to clear out these zombies first. Just too nice. Blocks of netherite. Yes, please? I will totally take blocks of netherite. This is too nice. And I'm sure these chests are just full of goodies. Blocks of netherite. And vibranium. More vibranium. And more vibranium. Yes, please. Oh boy, things definitely escalated quickly. I have so much loot in on my person. It's kind of crazy. So with that travel, oh man, we gathered a bunch of stuff. There's a reward here. This is from the death mod, the coral tombstone. Okay, so it gave us more dust, but the cool stuff is we have a bunch of allthemodium. That just gives us just free allthemodium. I have a bunch here, and vibranium. The fact that we just got some vibranium is awesome. That completes some quests. Let's pop our quests. We get a bunch of XP, zombie heart, and we get vibranium sight, which, now that we have this, we can actually go back mining and use this vibranium sight to hopefully find more, or I could just go ahead and make a charm, since I now have enough vibranium to make one of those charms. Thankfully, I got all of that netherite because I'm going to use that to make upgrades. Let's see, 7. Actually, I think we need one more. We need 8 of these, and I'm going to upgrade every single one of these to netherite, and this should convert all of these to now netherite, which gives me a little bit more storage. It's not an awful lot, but it is going to be enough for me to clear my inventory so I can get some storage door stuff set up. Well, guys, I must say, what a turn of events. What a turn of events. My goodness, we are, I would say, powerful, but not too powerful just yet. There's a lot of things that we're going to have to get into later on, but maybe once we get a vibranium set, I'll start to feel a little bit more powerful and also get the swords and stuff. But we still have a lot of other progression to work on. Like, there's so much micromanaging that I am kind of trying to work on while also doing all of this. So yeah, that's a thing. But guys, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video. It's about that time. And I promise I'm going to eventually have a better system than just signs set up in this world. We're going to probably end up using RF Tools signs, which will be really nice. I've done it before, and I think I did it in my last All the Mods to the Sky. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But anyways, I'd like to give a huge thanks. Thanks to Lethal X Strain. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member, and not just any premium member, a diamond tier member. No, don't you do it. A diamond tier member. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. It's yeah. Thank you so much for your amazing support. Of course, guys, I will see you in the next one. Click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.